Welcome back, guys, to a React video, and today we have a very special guest. We have the one and only Ben Gunnarsson here joining us to watch his headcam from 2016. It's going to be a great show, and Ben, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Glad to be here.
Yeah, so
very exciting.
Yeah, I've never met Ben personally, but these two know him very well. So
He's the best.
yeah.
You guys are the best. Dang, I miss you guys. It's been forever. Feels like
been a
ages
really
since then. You guys are still marching. I'm like, dang.
No, I've aged out.
Forever
I'm
ago.
done.
Yeah.
I have one more.
I know.
So Ben, for the less knowledgeable people.
For the one person that doesn't know.
Sorry, you're right. That's just me. So what years did you march? Which corps? What's your just give me a quick background.
So before I did drum corps, I was a super big band geek in high school, as I'm
As
sure
we all
most people are.
Yeah.
And I did the Music for All Summer Symposium, which was awesome. It was super fun. Perfect camp for a big band nerd.
Oh yeah.
And we got to work with Carolina Crown a lot. And I did that for 3 years in a row because it was so much fun. We got to do like the side-by-side show. It was super cool. But that was like the only time I'd ever been around a corps or anything before I auditioned. And then I auditioned for Bluecoats in 2013 and somehow made it in, and then marched the next 4 seasons there. So 13, 14, 15, and 16.
That is
Ending
awesome.
it out with a bang too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was a great way to end. I felt no regrets at the end. It was a nice way to finish, of course. But I know a lot of people get the age out blues, but I was like, nope, I'm good.
Yeah.
I think Malik and I had a
that.
similar thing with 19.
Yeah.
We were just ready, and we ended with a bang too. It was a great way
we
to
were
end.
like-
so.
Yeah, I felt great.
Yeah. Alan, yeah.
All the pressure's on you, Alan.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Wow.
All right. Well, I think we've done enough stalling. I think we should go ahead and get into this video here. So, you guys got it pulled up?
Yeah, dude.
All right.
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Go.
There's Malik.
That's me.
I see
That's
you,
me.
Malik. Look at them
Oh my
uniforms.
God.
Justin, there's Olivia. Oh my gosh.
Shane O'Brien.
Dan the man.
Another legend.
Oh wow.
Vince.
There's Vince, Rachel. Oh my gosh.
There's so many memories. Right
Ben, how often? When's the last time you saw this? Do you revisit this that often? Wow,
now. When you
Justin
feel low,
Cohen, dude.
It doesn't get old.
It's engaged now.
Wow.
good. Yeah.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Oh, yeah. Congrats. dude.
Congratulations.
Malik.
Malik, you look so tired. Samuel.
That's so cool.
Oh,
Dude, the energy is crazy. I love it.
I can't stop smiling right now, dude. This is sick.
Greg, go.
Rockport International is proud to present the Bluecoats.
Hey, let's do it good. Let's do it good, baby. Except for you. Take it easy.
Hey, shout out Kyle. Shout out Kyle.
True.
Dang, you were second in the front there. You're right in the prime real estate
I'm
for
right.
the drill.
I'm right behind him.
Good editing. Like it. Wow, really cool editing. That was spot on.
You kind of paved the way for this, like, multi-run thing on,
Yeah.
on GoPros.
Wow, you guys are moving around.
It was so hard, honestly.
Haven't even started playing yet. Damn, look at that ass.
That was the moment where we all realized, holy crap, we're so tired.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
have to play right now.
It's interesting. So you guys were tired for this one, yeah?
For the encore? Oh yeah.
Just after the dance. Yeah, after the dance and then especially the encore.
Sorry.
So, Ben, on the lineup of trumpets, what number were you? Do you guys go by numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8?
That's a
all the way
great
to the bottom?
question. I can't remember. Honestly, I can't even remember.
But you were
Oh,
in
yeah, I
lead,
was up
right?
for that.
I'm guessing. Okay.
Not super split.
And Malik too?
I was lower split
And
lead.
Alan?
I was
Second lead.
utility. I was utility.
We had like 10 or 11 people who couldn't play lead that year. That was a stacked line.
Wow.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Now watch Greg. Watch Greg. Watch him. Watch him. Watch him. And now it's somebody else. He took out
got
the
switched.
run through so he could do the finals night because he had an injury.
Oh yeah.
Bobby.
Dance
Damn.
life.
Damn.
Summoning Cthulhu over there.
Solo time.
All right, get your counters out.
Yes.
The tick counter?
Solo number 1.
Oh, or the solo
No, that's
counter.
solo
Solo
counter.
number 1.
I'm seeing a lot of Malik, but I don't see Alan at all.
The leads were around each other a lot. Yeah. Alan got 0
I'm
screen
dudding
time.
right here though.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you
Sounds
are.
like you.
That's my job.
This part of the show is so freaking cool. I love
Oh yeah. This part was a timing
Oh my
nightmare.
gosh.
If I remember
it. You guys realize that you guys are the
Yeah.
reason that we have rails on everything now? It's because of this giant prop. I feel like it looks so dangerous, but it looks so cool.
See, the quads are moving forward and playing those 16 notes.
Yeah, so I have to play ahead of the beat for all that.
Yeah, way ahead.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow, so many different soloists. That's so cool. A lot of talent.
That's a
See
cool
hanging
moment with all the
bottom
leads on there. That's fun.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
the hateful eight.
Yeah, we did hate y'all.
You guys, y'all are all the way up
We're
there.
dying.
Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that run. Woo,
This is
cruising.
my terrible jazz run technique.
Very cool. Wow, Ben, you're having a very chillaxed show. so
Just
far.
wait. Just wait.
It gets so much harder.
Just wait. These E's right here.
I think I stagger breathed on him.
Wait for it.
Woo! That articulation is so nice. I love it. How were there any injuries with these props? Like people falling off? Or
Oh yeah. Oh my
I
god.
don't
got
think
hurt.
anything
Like I broke my
crazy
pinky
severe,
toe.
but I know people definitely got bumped.
Yeah.
I know Michael Lehman broke his
He,
wrist.
he sacrificed his arm to save my life.
We'll tell that story after this, for sure.
That's a Yamaha
Yeah.
Flugel, right? Was it a custom?
No, I have a custom Z, but no, that was and I actually like that more. The regular stock silver.
I like how you blended in there.
Horn move.
You know,
Yeah, that was a good
said,
move.
Oh, there was a good quote there too. I'll talk about that later.
Dang, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I see you're using the rehearsal footage instead of the encore run footage here. Was that on
Dude, I
purpose?
was so tired for that encore. And I kind of like for the camera work. I like being able to get the flip right at the bass trombone hit. So,
Right.
because I don't think they
Yeah,
were
yeah,
this and the encore were that different playing wise.
butter.
just wanted to be known that I was.
Yeah, he was.
Ben's
He would have been awesome too.
Wow.
If I had ever gone down, I would trust the league in a
I didn't
heartbeat.
audition.
Dang, rookie year, you were a huge solo understudy. That's awesome.
Ben
Could
died.
happen. Let's practice tall.
Or if he mysteriously disappeared.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, guys. I don't know.
I guess I was
but I guess I
solo.
had to play.
Man, this was so cool. I was just loving every second of this.
The wink, so iconic. Wow, the tone is so good.
On a GoPro mic too.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
great. That's great.
I swear, you have an external mic on that GoPro.
I don't.
I swear.
I swear I know. That's
like
like an
dangling
old
around.
GoPro too. It's like a 3 or something.
I'll
Yeah.
believe you got some kind of, I don't know, some mic something.
Is that Delaney?
Yeah,
No.
Itchy's in here somewhere. That might have been her. I remember running into her all the time. back
Shout
then.
out Delaney.
Oh, I can tell you about that move.
Great visual, great visual.
Coleman.
I love that.
Ooh, that's a tough listening environment too.
Tough timing. Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
all the way
It's like
across.
40 yards
This
spread.
is where me and Alan met each other.
Wow, y'all are
Me and Alan met each
y'all
other
are
on the
straight up
50.
going strictly hands. That's cool.
We used 2015 to train.
Right here, Malik. I remember I'd be so amazed you hit those notes and I'd be like,
Second out of 7.
Oh, come on, Alan. You could have done it.
it's like, I gotta learn how to do that.
Alan, I did not know you were second trumpet in 2016. That's so weird to me.
Bro, I like had a journey getting to lead. I
Yeah.
don't even know how I did it, to be honest, but
Me neither. It's okay. I'm just kidding.
This stinking mic, or this stinking GoPro, DCI put it on there. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll flip it around so it gets a good view. at
It
the
kept
end,
like
but
turning.
It was kind of finicky. And then it screwed up like my mic placement. Like, damn, dude.
This one.
Oh, woo!
Ah,
Damn. And this is the encore. Wow.
bro, that thing was loud.
Yeah.
They pumped you up.
Yeah.
They pumped you
Oh
up
my
so
gosh.
much.
I was pumped. I was so hyped by that point. I was like, you should see it.
Yeah.
If you, the Maslin encore, when I just got up in front of everybody and did it. Oh my gosh. I was
Oh,
so
yeah.
hyped for that.
no mic. Yeah. There's a video on YouTube
Dude,
of it too.
who are these people under the prop?
Those are alternates that wanted to be on the field for the last
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be behind the prop here, but I'm just like, nah, I'm just gonna enjoy this. I'm just hanging out. Shane was right next to me. We were just chilling.
That battery, dude, is so tight. Just articulating
Dang.
that.
Oh, Shane is nasty too, man. That's great. Wow.
And then
Wow.
Kyle Tashia
Chills.
throws his sticks right there.
Dude, that was surreal. Like, that moment was just crazy.
That was fun. It was a good season.
Wow. That's
I
cool.
remember watching that, like, for the first time, and I was like, yep, that's been.
Dude, bro.
Dang, that is a
I-
fun ride all the way
I have
through.
always looked up to your playing. Like, I remember the first time, like, I heard
Oh
you
my
play,
God, yeah.
and I got there. Like, let's see it. Yeah, because I got there in 2015, and it was like, I don't know if you were at the Atlanta camp. You
No,
obviously
I
weren't.
was
It
at
was at like the
Canton.
callback. It would have been like the January camp or whatever, and like getting to hear you play and
Dude,
stuff.
I heard you play, and I was like, I heard both of you guys play when you guys came to whenever we met up finally at whatever the first camp was. And I was like, dang, these guys are legit. I got to watch out. They're going to take my spot.
No.
No way, man. I remember the audition for the ballad solo, and I was just like, man, there's no way, man. There's just no way. I'm just doing this for fun at this point. It was just so great to just hear you play all the, like, being with the leads that whole summer as a rookie it made me grow a lot.
Hey, you
That's
did.
true.
You'd be surprised. There was a lot of leads that looked up to both of you guys coming in and being able to do your stuff. And I remember talking. Honestly, I remember talking about both of you guys to some of the other vets, especially once the season got started. Because it was like, these guys are like, Malik's coming in first year. He's got some marching experience before, and he's like the best marcher of the whole lead section. Like, dang, dude, he's so good. And Shane too. He came from cadets. You guys like marched your butt off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that was honestly inspiring to us. I was like, dang, I want to look like. I was thinking there in that block, like that run out block. I was like, I want to look like Malik back there. And Ryan too. He was looking good.
I was in the back, so you wouldn't have been able to see me.
Well, hey, I noticed you too. I picked you out going into auditions in 2016. I was like, hey, so remember Alan? He marched last year? Because like every year I would think, all right, who do we have coming back, and how's that going to look, and how's it going to sound? Because you kind of want to hype yourself up for the next season.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, and we got Alan too. Holy cow, dude! This guy, because I remember
Really?
you.
That was.
I remember
at
you
the
played in
at the
2015.
he played the
Oh
F.
yeah, and you,
In 2016, at the
Oh.
callback, Alan played like a double F, and I was like, but what part is he playing? Because
this is crazy.
That's when I started to figure out my lead chops, because I like was going through like a big armature
Yeah.
change, like a huge one.
Well, and I heard you play in 2015 for all the electric counterpoint stuff in your pod. Were you in my pod, or were you in the next one over?
No, I was on the fourth pod, so I was
But
all the way
I
at the
remember
end.
hearing you play, and I was like, dang, dude, these guys are legit. This is going to be a legit section. And then in 16, like, there we go. We had an awesome section in 16.
Yeah, that was great. That trumpet
Yeah.
section was just so like great. We had like some great talent, and we sounded like individually, like we were really great individually, like playing standpoint.
And we had a really good section there too, like Josh Meyer. There's just so many good leaders.
And in the drum
that
corps.
There could have been
section
5
in
different
2016.
section leaders that would have done a great job in that lead section.
It really
Yeah.
helped in thinking back to that season and why that season was really successful. There were a lot of, there was a pretty normal number of vets, but I think if you looked at how many years amongst the vets there were of corps experience, not just in with other corps, but at Bluecoats veteran years, it was a really high number, and there were a lot of this that. There was a
Gordon
lot
was
of
6
4
year
years,
vets.
and
Yeah.
Ryan was there with me. Rachel was there. Like we had all marched. Josh was there. We'd all marched at least since 2013. 13 was like a really hard year. We had because it was a different visual staff, and it was a tough show, and it was a fun show, but it was like really just grueling. And I think everybody had a chip on their shoulder from that year, and so. By that point, everybody was like, all right, we know how to do the hard work, and now we know how to be better. And the stars aligned. It was really, really awesome.
You're definitely one of the big. I
Yeah.
remember at 15, I had a tough time. at 15, and honestly, that's a hard rookie year. As like 13 would be, but like marching drum corps at 16 in general is just not like I wouldn't.
15
like,
wasn't
recommend
easy
that.
either. Man, that wasn't a cakewalk. We were hauling.
And I remember whenever you're in the gut of a trumpet section, you're second, upper second, anywhere in there, the drill that you had, at least at Bluecoats, was always
It's crazy.
kind of ridiculous. I remember just that was really tough for me. The ballad was the hardest part of my show.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was running everywhere, and I was like, can I just Just give me a break.
Can I just have a solo real quick?
Literally, I was like, I'll play anything. I'll practice my butt off. Just give me something.
I'll play baritone. Just give me the baritone.
But I
or
remember
something.
I was like, I got done with that season, and I was like, okay, how much fun did I have, and how much did I like really not enjoy that, you know? And I was like, it's like kind of 50-50.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. A lot of that was like growing pains, obviously, because rookie year's just hard.
I had the same thing my
But
rookie year.
when I remember, like, it's either you sent me a message or it was like in a group chat, but you were like saying that like you need to come back, you're a strong player. Like you said, like we need you. And
We
I was
did
like,
need you, dude.
You know, I was so moved by that, you know, and I was like, I have to do it for Ben. I have to do it.
They need me.
Finally, they understand. No, it wasn't like that. It just meant so much to me because I looked up to you so much, like for my first year, being like, you know, going into drum corps and you're like trying to be a trumpet performance or music ed. You're like looking for somebody that like is a phenomenal player and a phenomenal music educator, and you know, because drum corps isn't all, you know, music majors and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like I was just so drawn to you because I knew
Mhm.
that like that was like something that you took very seriously and that was a career for you. And I was like, wow, it's possible. You know, all the people that crap on like going to drum corps and then like you saying that it's gonna mess you up, it's not gonna make you a greater player. You just totally like that wasn't the truth at all after hearing you and like
Yeah.
learning from you and stuff like that. So,
Well, that means a lot, and I think honestly I've seen the same because I had the same experience when I came in. You know, I looked up to people when I got there that inspired me as players and that inspired me as people too. And you know, there's some especially old school people that are like, oh, drum corps just kind of destroys your face, and you know, it can, you know, especially if you look at like old school drum corps, that'll mess you up.
Mhm.
But I think it's really cool,
Mhm.
and because I was looking at those same things as I went through to see, you know, what the quality of instruction was and the pedagogy, and then, you know, and rest and all that sort of stuff. And it was honestly really cool to see that grow, even in my short 4 years there, how much that grew and
Mhm.
continues
Mhm.
to grow. So,
and that's on Derek Gibson. You know what I
Heck
mean?
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
him and
it's
Matt,
kind
the
of
whole
like
team.
yeah, honestly, they're all so
Yeah.
good.
So
I-
what are you doing now? Now that you're done with, you know, drum corps and stuff, what's the last 4 years been like, 3-4 years been like in terms of your involvement in the activity and just music in general?
It's been crazy. I went right back into Bluecoats teaching. Oh,
Taught us,
Oh,
which is
poor
cool.
Alan and Malik. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
he-
No, I
yeah.
loved
I'm
it.
so
You were the
sorry,
best.
guys.
Oh, really? Wow.
One of my favorite moments of 2017 is when we were still in spring training at Denison, and me and Alan are auditioning for solos.
Oh,
And there was the one solo
after the piccolo
during
trumpet. Yeah.
during Zombie Whoops. Yeah, Zombie Woof. And me and Alan are going back and forth over and over and over and over because we had grown so much from 2016. We were
Oh,
both
yeah.
We got
such strong
nasty.
players at the time. And we were auditioning for you. Like you were the one that you were the one running the audition for the trumpet part, and that was so amazing for me because you were just like, all right, you go, all right, you go, all right.
I
you
turned
go.
to you and be
all right,
like,
now you go.
Because we would literally just like
It was
we wouldn't miss a note, you know. It was
We were
so
like-
funny.
Yeah, and at the time, me and Alan were just like, if whoever
care.
gets it, man, just
Just have
like
fun.
I'm proud of you if
Exactly.
you get it.
That's
if
how,
you,
and that's
yeah,
how
exactly.
it should. That's how
It was just
should
a
be
cool
too. And
moment for me.
I felt like that when I auditioned because I mean I had a solo every year that I marched, and that's a lot of auditions over the course of 4 years. And through that time, I never felt like any sort of animosity towards anyone. You know, I felt I wanted the drum corps to be great, and if somebody could play that solo better than me, I was thinking when we were doing the flugelhorn solo audition in 2016. I was like, dang, dude, if Malik gets a solo, great, because that means he's gonna knock it out of the park. And I was rooting for everybody else just as much as I was rooting for myself. And I think that's
That's
so
the
helpful.
mindset, you know.
Yeah.
I think so. So anyway, I'm sorry, we're getting off track, but it was good times. It was definitely good times. So anyway, I went back and taught at Bluecoats right after AHS, so 17. And believe it or not, I actually I was still in college. I hadn't even student taught yet. And
Wow.
went into teaching drum corps, and I was definitely flying by the seat of my pants. I'm so thankful that Derek took a chance and took me out there to help teach you guys. I hope I didn't mess you up too bad. But,
No.
you know,
No, it was
I
great.
learned just as much as you guys did that summer. I was definitely in the learning mode, and it was great to be able to come back in 2018 just for a little bit. I taught kind of beginning of spring training, but then I had a gig that summer. I went and played in the Disneyland All-American College Band,
That's awesome.
which was so cool. That was just a dream. I cannot
my
recommend
God.
that enough.
I've been trying to do it, but summer
Easier
is
said than
kind
done,
of-
right?
The summers have just been,
Yeah.
and now that I have like potentially another summer,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a lot of
Something to
waiting
think about
it,
for
but-
sure. Yeah, I unfortunately had to be canceled this year, obviously, because the parks are closed. But I'm hoping they bring it back next year, and that was a really awesome experience. I'm definitely glad that I had drum corps experience to help me with the auditions and with all that stuff. And it was grueling. It's 5 sets a day, every day for 5 days a week, with a big band set in there, all playing a bunch of lead, split lead stuff. And I was glad I was able to rely on kind of my drum corps time to know how to get through that much playing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is
Yeah.
super tough, but it was really, really fun. I had a great time, and I liked it so much I actually went back to work there. So I went back and got involved with Disney Performing Arts.
That's super cool, man.
And the youth
Wow.
education series that they have there, just teaching music stuff. It's
Are you
just-
still involved?
It's a dream. Yeah. Well, whenever the parks reopen, they're
Right.
Yeah.
they're very
Wow,
closed
okay.
right now. Or at least Disneyland's very closed right now. But
Right.
yeah, I'm still involved in that. That was just, it's so fun to work with those group of people and the Disney vibe. It's
Yeah,
it's
the
like,
Disney vibe. It's magical. It is magical.
There's something else about it. It's got that special sauce. So
Yeah, I know a couple people here because I live in LA. So
Yeah.
in SoCal we have Disneyland, and I know a bunch of drummers who drum in the parades and stuff, and there's
Yeah.
other performers and dancers and color guard people that all do that. So it's certainly cool. I've always thought in the back of my head like it would be nice to do that. But so are you still involved in teaching drum corps at all?
Yeah. So the next summer, I did kind of drum corps senior. Which I guess was in the last summer. So 2019, I taught in the off season at Bluecoats, but did some camps and stuff, but really not a ton because I was gone all summer doing Blast, which if you're a drum corps
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
You know
That's
what
so
Blast
cool.
is.
Of course, yeah.
And that's been a dream of mine since middle school, man. They got out those
Yeah.
DVDs. Whenever the substitute teacher comes in for band class, you
I
pull out
literally
that
watched
Blast
those
DVD.
in elementary school.
Holy cow. And then I didn't realize it was a real thing until way many years later. And I was like, man, I might be able to do this if I try hard enough.
Yeah.
Luckily we had Donnie Van Doren, who's the casting person, with us at Bluecoats when I was marching there, and I guess a lot of my age out was sort of my audition tape. But it was
Yeah.
just
You don't have to do much.
unbelievable. I was able to do it with my then girlfriend, now my fiance.
That's awesome.
She was able to do it as well.
Wow.
And yeah. Oh,
She plays
so
tuba,
she's
right?
a beast too. She's way better than
Yeah.
I am at trumpet. Oh my gosh, she's so good. Yeah, that's her. I don't know if you can see it. There's a tuba in the corner here. So
Oh,
that's
nice.
her tuba. But we got to do that together, and we did the Japan National Tour. So we went
Wow.
all through.
Oh,
basically
that sounds
all of
like
Japan.
a freaking dream of a time.
Oh,
Wow.
it was unbelievable. I can't wait if I ever get the chance to do it again. I'd love to do it again.
Wow.
But it was awesome. And then, it kind of in the middle of that summer, I got a call, it was from the brass caption head at Santa Clara and the Van Doren team. And they said, hey, we're looking to find some new teachers. And actually, 3 of us trumpet players in Blast all got contacted to come be some of the trumpet techs at Santa Clara. And so I was like, well, that sounds fun. And I at that time, I had moved to LA. I was on the West Coast. And I loved teaching at Bluecoats. There was no harm, no foul there. We had a very friendly ending to working there, just because of logistics. It actually just worked easier for everyone for me to be at Santa Clara. And so I've been teaching there this year, doing a lot. We've actually done a lot of stuff despite not having a drum corps season. But you know,
Right.
a lot of interactive things and things online and master classes and workshops and things. So that's
Cool.
kind of what I've been up to so far, and hopefully be back out on the road next summer.
Absolutely. We
yeah.
all do. We all hope for that. Well,
Oh, and how could I forget?
Yeah.
Also in 2017, I had unrelated. I had studied abroad in Europe. I studied abroad in Vienna when I was in college. Actually, right after I aged out. I aged out, had 2 days to pack, and then flew to Austria.
that's awesome. That is so cool, though.
Which was crazy. It was really fun though. But in Europe, they have Drum Corps Europe.
Yeah.
Which is its
DCE,
own,
right?
and they have
Oh, yeah,
DCE
yeah, yeah.
and they have Drum Corps. It's actually several different ones. They have like
Oh.
Drum Corps UK, Drum Corps Netherlands.
Yeah.
And so they had the giant kind of European championships there, and our caption head at Bluecoats, Derek Gibson, is also the
Derek
caption head
Gibson.
for one of those drum corps called the Company
Yep.
Performance Ensemble, and they are really good.
Mhm.
And so we went down, and he called me, and he was like, "Hey, are you in Europe right now?" And I was like, "Yeah." and he said, "Hey, do you want to come help out and just hang out for the weekend?" And I said, "Absolutely, sure, I would love to." So I met them at the company there, and then the
Wow.
next summer they came and did a U.S. tour. They came in maybe one show before Allentown, and then did from Allentown to the end of the summer in the U.S. And so they had me come out and be like a brass tech and a visual tech for them too when they came out. So I've been doing some work with the company too. That is the most fun group of people I have ever been around in the drum corps activity.
You
Like,
really have been everywhere in this activity.
they're so cool, and it was really fun to work with them. So I couldn't leave them out. I had to bring them up too.
You've got
They were
such
lot
a
of fun.
huge. You touch all of the bases of where this activity reaches and all of that stuff. It's super cool to see. Because a lot of people think, we talked about this in an earlier episode. You do drum corps, and then you age out, and you're done with the activity. But there's a lot of ways to stay involved, and you are the testament of that. And good luck to the 2020 season
Yeah.
and all that, or 2021 season. Santa Clara Vanguard is lucky to have you and all that. So, what was I going to say? Oh, you actually do lessons, don't you, virtually? Is that correct?
Yep.
All right. Well, if you want to get a lesson from Ben Gunderson, where can they contact you? What should they do?
They can go to my YouTube. They can go to my Instagram. I have a link there to throw in a Google form, and you can get signed up right away. I've taught a lot of different people, specifically drum corps stuff, like to get prepared for drum corps auditions.
And just trumpet players, or is it more of brass players, or?
Really, a lot of brass. I've taught a lot of trumpet, mostly trumpet.
Right.
But I've had plenty of mellophone players, and even some baritone trombone players too.
Cool.
So yeah,
Right.
if it's the drum corps skills you're looking for and audition experience tips and stuff, that definitely. But I just teach normal classical trumpet or
Yep.
regular trumpet to non-drum corps.
You're a good
I
player.
need a
They know that they can get that too there. So yeah, guys, go check out. We'll put his Instagram link in the description below and the YouTube link in the description below. So if you're interested in that, definitely go check out his Instagram and go subscribe to his YouTube channel. But yeah, thank you again so much for coming and spending some time and watching this. Yeah, you're legendary in the community. So it was really great to hear from you and just see you guys reminisce on that time. It's awesome.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it. Anytime it always feels like it's a minute that passes by, and then, like in reality, it's like, man, we've been here for an hour.
Yeah.
But it's always good to be able to chat and spread the good word of the marching arts,
Absolutely.
and hopefully get some other people excited.
Absolutely. That's awesome. Again,
Yeah.
thank you so much for being a guest. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching. If you guys have any more suggestions for headcams that you want us to react to or guests that you want us to have on the show, just make sure you leave it in the comments below and subscribe and all that good stuff. So thanks for watching. Anything for you guys?
Thank you, Ben. Love you.
Thank you, Ben. Thank
I'm
you,
good.
Ben.
Thanks, Ben.
All right.
It was
Peace
awesome.
out.
See ya.